Good morning, AP Psychology. I hope you slept well. It is very early here in the Coates household, just about 5:45, and I am right now the only one up. I had to get my schoolwork done early today for a variety of reasons, so I'm coming to you here from my basement with my coffee to talk to you about today's question. So I went on just a couple minutes ago and I looked at everybody's responses to the question on social isolation and the impact it has on our mental and emotional health. So thank you so much. As always, your responses are just so spot on and they get me thinking. And there were so many connections to other areas of psych, which as your teacher makes me just beam with pride. So kudos to you. So today's question is about social norms. So before we went out on school closure here, I mentioned to classes about what social norms were. And essentially, they're just our way of being with one another. So different situations and, say, different organizations have different social norms. So I think I used the example of wearing your bathing suit to school. Like we just wouldn't do that. But we'd certainly wear it to the beach in the middle of July. So there are different kind of silly social norms or going against social norms examples in your textbook. But in this case, the concept we're looking at under social norms is what we call the social responsibility norms. So where have you seen this? This social responsibility norm is all about our social contract with one another simply because we're all living in society together. And so there's no written rules about how we behave with one another other than our system of laws, right? But we do have a way of being with one another and we do have expectations of one another. So the question today is, where have you seen the social responsibility norm throughout all of this? So I'll give you an example so you can maybe make some connections with that. Those grocery store runs. For example, if you have an elderly neighbor who really shouldn't be out but needs to get groceries or needs to get a prescription or needs, ran out of toilet paper, whatever it happens to be. Do you see anybody running to the store for these folks, checking in on these folks? Now, of course, there are some imposed stay put orders, like in San Francisco, and of course, the school closures. Something like 42 million students are out of school. And those sort of have legal or at the very least political sort of, requirements. Um, but I'm talking about people doing things because it's, the right thing to do or because social responsibility dictates it. So if you go into the Google Classroom, well, you're here because you're watching this video, but if you go to the question and you write your response, I'd be so fascinated to see where you may see that or what you think might contribute to better social responsibility among one another. Unfortunately, there's no Andrew Coates sighting today. He is still asleep, as is Sophie. And today my husband is working from home, so we'll see how all that goes with the four of us home here. So I hope that you are feeling well and that you're connecting with one another. A lot of you said that you were doing FaceTime and the Netflix party where everybody gets to watch at the same time. So I'm so happy to see that you're reaching out to one another. So continue to do that. And certainly reach out to me if you need anything or you just see something that's interesting and psych related. I would love to hear about it. I will be posting some fun little videos of some things that have been going on here in the Coates household that are psych related. You know how I've shown you videos with different psych concepts. So there are a couple of little funny ones, maybe to hopefully to add a little levity to our situation. Anyways, stay well. Reach out if you need to. And, stay in touch if you can. All right. I will see you soon. Take care.